Hi, good evening, everyone. Sorry, we got little bit delayed. I had another session to attend. Everyone is here. Like, okay, only 12 people are here. Let's wait for 2 to 5 minutes. Let other people join and we can start. Okay. Okay. By the time people are joining, if you guys have any questions, you can type it in the comment section. I'll take that question. I can see 16 people. Okay, so the question is what we have to talk in TNLA. So basically, understand what is TNLA. It's Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, right? Hello, everyone. Okay, see, uh, I'm sharing one link with you all. Okay, for you can use this link. Those who are participating in TNLA, okay, you all can use this link. Go through this link, see that what all things are there, and try to read about the politicians, their policies, works, their current projects, what they are doing. Okay, see, I've shared a link, tnla.neva.gov.in. Go through this link, you will find lot of information. Okay, what's going on, what's not going on. Few more sources I'm sharing. Okay, if you want to read about, like, let's say about elections, about politicians, for UNGA, but I just go through UNGA's website now. I'm sharing the link. Okay, wait, can one of you, okay, one of you, let's say, who is here? Okay, okay, do one thing. Just type all the committees that are there in Montfort MUN. Just type all the committees that are there. UNSC, UNGA, TNLA, IPC, just all the committees, just type it down. WH, Niral, what is WH? Good evening. What is WH? Like, is this in TNLA, WHO, UNGA, UNSC is also there? Okay, WHO, TNLA, UNSC. Tell me what else. IPC, okay. Okay. UNGA is there. Okay. Okay, WHO, UNSC, UNCSW, TNLA, IPC, and UNGA. Okay. Thank you, Ayesh. WHO, UNSC, UNCSW, UNGA, TNLA, and IPC. Okay. Okay. So I'm sharing few links. Don't just rely on those links. Okay. Research on your own also. You can, for Indian committees like TNLA, for TNLA, when you are participating into TNLA, do one thing. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay, leave. Yeah, I'm sharing the link. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm sharing the link. We are going to explain papers today. Okay, don't worry. We are going to explain papers today. We'll see how it works. Just give me some time to settle down. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, so let me just give you links first. Okay. I'm just sharing the home link, like the main link. You need to go through complete website, sub pages and everything, and you need to find things from there. Okay, I can't give you precise links. I'm just giving you links that will take you to the website of these committees. Let's say WHO, UNSC, UNGA. It's you who has to do the hard part, and you need to figure out what you can use from that website. Okay, I'm clear. Okay, everyone with me? Blocks means groups. Okay, groups. In very simple language, groups. Like you form a block. Let me give you an example from the real world. What is BRICS? It's a block. Okay, BRICS is a block. Okay, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. It's a block, like a group. Okay, what is NATO? It's a block. USA and other European countries. So bloc is similar. Countries who supports each other agenda. Okay, who uh like who are, let's say in a very simple term, who are in a team. They form a bloc. Okay, so bloc is very simple. It's kind of a team. TNLA. TNLA, you have parties, right? Political parties. You don't need to form blocks or anything. You have political parties. Yeah, you can of course reach out to other parties, like let's say convince them to join your party and everything. It's kind of a simulation. You can do anything. Okay, you can be in multiple blocks. So yes, you can be in multiple blocks, but it's just that if your chairperson asks you why, like you are in multiple blocks, you should have good reason for that. You should have good reason, like, and you should also be like able to explain it. Okay. Okay, so okay, for WHO, those who are participating in WHO, those who all are participating in WHO, this is the link that you have. Okay, let me just give you for UNSC now. Then we have UNGA. Yeah, UNGA link. See, I have pasted UNGA link. Yeah, we are starting with paperwork and everything. Just give. Let me give you guys links. UNCSW. I'm giving you like a very broad link. You need to go deep inside the website and you need to find in their digital library what you can use. Okay. Wait, I'll pin all the links so that you guys can like find it. Okay, I've shared the link. I actually can't pin one link. So like I can't pin more than one message. Okay, so I have Shared all the messages. Just see, okay? Just see. Okay, what all we have given? Like you have given you UNSC, I have given you UNG, I have given you UNCSW, I have given you WHO. Also, I have given you TNLA, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I have also given you TNLA. Anything is left? Anything is left? WHO we have done, TNLA we have done, UNSC you have done, UNGA we have done, UNCSW the link is said. Okay, IPC there is no link. Okay, there's no link for IPC. There's no organization which represent IPC. IPC is simply, you need to understand that it's an international press. Okay, what all comes under international press? When there is a conference or there is a committee happening, okay, when let's say ki there is some kind of conference is happening, so press is there, right? No, photographers don't debate. Okay, time for GSL and WHO is 90 seconds. In every committee it's 90 seconds. If you want to increase the time, you can, or it depends on your chair. We will run through everything once we'll complete everything. Let's start with where we left tomorrow. What we have completed yesterday? Any one of you can just give me one overview what we have completed yesterday. Okay, we completed till moderated caucus, unmoderated caucus, if I'm not wrong. Okay, now let's start today with points. We need to complete everything today, so let me just finish all the rules and then we'll give you run through and everything. Okay, we did attendance, agenda, GSL, yields, moderated, unmoderated caucus. Yeah, so let's start with points today. So there are 1 2 3 4 types of points. Okay, four type of points here does not mean marks. Points here is something else. So let's see what are points. So, and when you can use points. Okay, so points are basically delegate may raise their placard. Okay, placard I've already explained. So delegate may raise their placard or message the presiding officer, that is your chairperson, via chit. Okay, during the session for the following reasons. Points is something that you raise. Okay, you raise. So let's see what are points. First point is point of personal privilege. Remember these terms. Okay, remember these terms, it's important. I'll answer your question, I'll answer everything what I'm telling you right now. Just please focus on that, because these points are important. Okay, so first is points of personal privilege. What happens in points of personal privilege? Okay, so when you raise points of personal privilege, let's say you are a chairperson. Okay, suppose you are chairperson in the committee, I'm one of the delegates. So what I'll do is I'll let me just give you an example. Let's suppose this is my placard. Okay, so I'll raise my placard and I'll say points of personal privilege. Points of personal privilege. When can you actually start address point of personal privilege? You can raise point of personal privilege, as the name suggests, when you need something for personal privilege. Okay, let's say there's an option for interrupting a speaker when the debate is having trouble hearing the speaker due to personal issues, is unable to hear the speaker, or to be excused from committee, or any other personal matter. Let's say you want to use restroom, you want to use washroom, you want to go out of the committee for your personal reasons, anything. Like when you are in class, you ask your teacher, right? You want to go out for washroom or any other place. Okay, so you ask your teacher in a certain manner that you want to go out. It's very similar. You just need to raise a placard. You can say point of personal privilege and you can go out. Okay, one another thing where you can raise point of personal privilege is Let's say we are in a committee, debate is going on, everything is happening, and I am not able to hear what other speaker is saying. Okay, so I'll raise point of personal privilege and I'll say, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you please speak louder? This is how we raise point of personal privilege. Okay, point of personal privilege, as name suggests, you can use it for personal reasons. Okay, second is point of information. Remember this. Okay, don't forget points. Don't forget points. Points of information. Yeah, it's good if you have mics, but I'm telling you, generally, like, if you have trouble hearing, if you want to go out, if you want to use restroom, washroom, if you want to, like, let's say there's a manner we follow, even if we are drinking water or something, we ask the chair just to maintain the decorum of the committee. Okay, so it's point of personal privilege. Second is point of information. What does point of information says? Delegate may raise their placards and to ask a speaker to clarify any factual error in their address. Once a delegate has finished speaking, if it is discovered that they have misrepresented a certain fact, they may request credible source of information to back up their claims as per the discretion of the chair. Important. This point of information is important. So please pay attention. Okay. Do you ask chair to drink water as well? So it completely depends on, if you want to ask, just ask. If you don't want to ask, don't ask it. It's not necessary. Okay. Just keep it like, be disciplined. That's all you want to do there. Okay, so point of information is important. Focus. Okay, focus. So how do we raise point of information? Let's say I'm speaking. Okay, I'm addressing the committee. I'm speaking, and I have said something which is factually incorrect. You understand what is factually incorrect, right? Today I can't see, like, there are no participants. Almost we have 30 people hardly, and I think 200, more than 200 delegates are participating. We had good number of people till yesterday. What happened? Like, you guys have any issues with the session or something? Okay. uh, okay, let's continue. Okay. Okay, we'll talk about what you can't understand. Okay, so let's say, uh, point of information is that, suppose I'm addressing the committee as a delegate. When I'll say I am, you have to think I'm your fellow participant. Okay, so let's say when I'm saying something, and I have said which is factually incorrect. Uh, let's say I'm delegate of India. Okay, in UNSC or UNGA or WHO or any other committee. Let's say I'm your fellow participant. Okay, and I'm saying something while addressing the committee. If I say something which is factually wrong, getting my point? What's being factually wrong? So factually wrong being means, if I said some figure, let's say I said that we have built 1 lakh kilometers of roads in last 3 months, or we have encountered 10,000 different kind of crimes, and we have eliminated every one of it. I said something which is factually wrong. Okay. So you can raise your placard, you can say point of information, you can point out where I am factually wrong. Okay. And chair will take it into consideration that whatever I have spoken right now is factually wrong. Okay. So whenever you feel that your fellow participant is saying something which is factually wrong, and you have the correct data, and you know that that person is wrong, so you can raise your placard, you can say point of information, you can just tell your chair that the person is factually wrong. Okay. Clear? Clear? Point of information clear? Yes, you can also ask from where the delegate is getting their information. Okay. Yes, you can ask that also. Next is point of order. Okay. When do we use point of order? This is also important. Point of order. When do we use point of order? Suppose the committee is in proceeding, okay? Committee is in proceeding, and you as a delegate feels that something which is happening in committee that is not as per ROP. As per ROP means rules of proceedings, rules of procedure. Sir, if we take information from Google, see, you cannot quote Google as your source of information. When you use Google, Google gives you number of articles, number of website. Google is a search engine. Okay. So from where you are picking your information, that has to be your source of information. And if your source of information is not credible, your chair might also reject that source. Okay. So never state that Google is your source of information. Always state your website from where your article, your website. Similarly, from where you are pulling out your information. Google is not a source of information. Okay. Let's focus on point of order. Point of order is something, let's say, if you feel as a delegate, if you feel as a delegate that anything in the committee is not going as per rules of proceeding, as per rules of procedure, okay, you can raise your placard and say point of order, and you can tell your chair that this thing is happening, it's not as per ROP. Okay, taking cognizance is at chair's discreet. He or she might take it or not take it. Okay, next, the point of order is clear. What you don't understand? uh, I can't understand. Would you mind repeating? Yeah, I would repeat. What you don't understand? Point of order. No, a point of order doesn't apply for photographers. I'd request all the members of the IPC, your committee is very different from rest of other committees. Okay, so just hold on. Okay, I'll explain you how IPC works. Okay, okay. Point of order is nothing. Let's say the committee is in proceeding. Okay, committee is going on normally. It's in proceeding. Suppose two people are arguing, debates are going on, chair is presiding over the committee, everything is going normally, but you feel that something happened in the committee which is not as per ROP, as per rules of proceeding. Okay, you can raise your placards, you can say point of order, you can tell your chair, the person presiding over your committee, that this thing is not as per ROP. Got it? That's all. That is all. That we, when we raise that kind of point, we call it point of order. Okay, last point is point of parliamentary inquiry. Like complaining. Yeah, it's not complaining. You don't complain actually. You just ask your chair to take that thing into cognizance that something is there which is not going as per ROP. Okay. Last is point of parliamentary inquiry. What happens in parliamentary inquiry? So this is used when a delegate requests informations on the rules of procedure from a chairman of the meeting. See, points of parliamentary inquiry is, point of order was what? You feel that something is not going according to the ROP, you raised point of order. Okay. Similarly, when you don't know any, let's say there is something that you don't know about ROP. Okay, formal way of questioning ROP. Yeah, point of parliamentary inquiry is formal way of questioning ROP. Very good. So you raise your placards, you say point of parliamentary inquiry, you ask your question from your chair, and your chair explains you the particular part of the ROP that you want to know. It's a good way. Like we can say it's a formal way of questioning ROPs. Points are clear, everyone? Are we done with points? Can we use chat GPT? Don't use chat GPT. Don't use chat GPT. If you are using chat GPT, try to use chat GPT to find sources. Don't rely on chat GPT's answer. Next is challenge. Next is challenge. Okay. So challenge is basically, is it like asking a doubt and clarifying about it from the chair? Yeah. Point of parliamentary inquiry is like asking a doubt about ROPs. Okay. Next is next is challenges. Okay. So in challenges, what we do? Challenges is a one-on-one debate where one delegate can challenge another delegate on a specified topic for a certain period of time. It can be raised by motion to challenge the delegate over topic for the duration of maximum of 3 minutes. Remember one thing, challenge time is maximum 3 minutes. Okay, maximum 3 minutes. How are we going to challenge someone? Let's say I'm delegate of United States of America. We are in UNSC or UNGA, WHO, anything. Let's say we are in TNLA. I'm one politician from one party. I can challenge another politician from another party or anyone. Okay, I'll raise my placard. Okay, I'll say motion to challenge. Let's say I'm USA. I want to challenge Iran. Okay, I will say uh, focus. Okay, motion is request. Motion is another word for request. Those who have doubts like what is motion, what is GSL, what is resolution, please watch the other two videos, because if your basics are not clear about what is motion, you won't get anything that what we are discussing here. Okay, please watch the previous two videos. Okay. So yeah, so challenges. Okay, challenges. So let's say that I'm USA, I want to challenge Iran. Okay, so how would I challenge it? Focus focus just try to hear the sentence. Okay, how would I challenge it? So I'd say motion to challenge the delegate of Iran on the topic of closure of Strait of Hormuz for the maximum time of 3 minutes. Okay, you can also say 2 minutes, 1 minute, 90 seconds, but the maximum time for challenge is 3 minutes. Okay, what happens in those 3 minutes? Let me explain you. 3 minutes, 1 minute you will speak, 1 minute Iran will speak, and then next 1 minute 30 seconds you will conclude, and next 30 seconds Iran will conclude. Matlab you're the person you have challenged. Okay, challenge is clear. Challenge is clear. Any doubt, just tell me challenge, about challenge. How do you challenge someone? The sentence is clear. Tell me or I'll explain it once again. Yeah, the time will be equally split. 3 minutes, right? 1 minute you will speak, you will open. Next minute the other person will open. For next 30 seconds you will close. For next another 30 seconds that person will close. Okay. Does a challenge need other delegates? T white? T white, sorry, I can't understand what is T white. Okay. uh let's say challenge, there's one phase of challenge also. Let's say I'm delegate of USA, I'm challenging delegate of Iran. So when I say motion to challenge delegate of Iran for the topic, anything, whatever you want to challenge him or her, so that person can also reject your challenge. It's not mandatory that if you have challenged someone, so he or she needs to like take the challenge. If you have challenged someone, like they can also reject it. Okay. Very clear how to ask for a challenge. Okay, there will be no challenges are in IPC photographer, no challenges, no yields, nothing for photographers and journalists. IPC, as I mentioned, is a very different committee. I'll explain what is IPC once we conclude all of this. Okay, just tell the sentence or type it, please. Okay, I'm telling the sentence. Note it down. Note it down. I say that sentence is very similar. We are repeating it from the very first video. The sentence is motion to challenge the delegate of whoever you want to challenge. Let's say in this case Iran or anyone you want to challenge. Motion to challenge the delegate of, okay, whatever the delegate is, over topic, whatever topic you want to challenge, over topic for the duration of maximum 3 minutes. Got it? Whatever time you choose will be equally divided among you two. Okay. Okay. What is the motion for challenge? Is the request to challenge another delegate, as I explained. Explains one again. I think it's clear. Challenge is clear, right? Challenge is clear. Understood? No, in challenges, no one can interrupt you. Okay. Your time is equally divided, 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 30 seconds to open and close. No one can interrupt you. uh, does a motion to challenge needs other delegate to vote? No voting. Suppose you challenged me, either I'll accept or I'll reject. No voting for like how to reject. You can simply say I don't accept the challenge and it's rejected. Sir, we will like a conversation separately. I don't get it. Like, will we speak like a conversation? It's not like a conversation. If you challenged me, I'll stand at my place. You will stand at yours, or you both of us can come in front. For 1 minute, you will open. For 1 minute, I will open. For next 30, you will close. For next 30 seconds, I will close. It's like a very structured debate. Challenge is a very structured debate on a topic. You are going to open your debate. I'm going to open mine. Then you are going to close yours. Then I'm going to close mine. That's it. That's challenge. Okay. 2%, when there are more than 2%, that's something else. We are coming to that. Okay, okay. uh what we have to say to reject? Just say that I don't accept the challenge and it's rejected. Okay. What is the order we have to follow from GSL to cause to position paper to challenge? I don't get your question. What is the order we have to follow from GSL to causes? We'll discuss the order. If you want to ask me how the committee proceeds, we'll discuss the order. Okay. Will we speak in conversation separately? I've already told you. Can we be in multiple blocks? Yes, you can be in multiple blocks. How to reject challenge? Already told you. They will not think about it as unrespectable. What is unrespectable? You don't have yields for photographer. Okay, let's move ahead with questions. Okay, how to ask for a challenge? I told you, you need to raise your placards and you need to say motion to challenge whoever you want to challenge. Let's say that you are USA, you are challenging Iran, so you will say motion to challenge the delegate of Iran over topic of closure of Strait of Hormuz for maximum time of 3 minutes. Delegate and topic is yours. Whoever you want to challenge, replace that part with delegate and the topic. Okay, on whatever topic you want to challenge that particular delegate. Okay, let's go ahead. Everything, I hope everything is clear with challenges. Okay, let's go ahead with question. So another is question answer session. Okay, question answer session. Question answer session. Okay, let's say delegate of the committee can ask up to 10 questions to a particular delegate to clarify any issue on a topic what is being discussed. This motion can be raised by motion to move into question answer session with the delegate of itna total time for number of questions maximum 10. Okay, now see, just bear some time with me. Okay. Yeah, TNLA have yields. Every committee have yields. For rejecting a challenge, should it start with motion to? No, no, no. Just say that I don't accept the challenge. That's all. Everything, every sentence that I'm telling you is already there in your ROP's PDF. Okay. Read your ROP's PDF. You will find every sentence that is that I'm telling you. It's already there. Let's move to question answer session. Similarly, how you raised challenges, motion to challenge. If you want me to type it out, I can, but I'll suggest you to go through the PDF. It's already there. If I'm going to type it out, it's going to just take some more time, nothing else. Should our teachers come with us? No, in the committees, you will be there, not your teachers. Okay, question answer session. Okay, let's focus. We are coming to resolution. It's the last thing. Question answer session. How we raised challenges. Motion to challenge the delegate of particular delegate name over topic for the maximum of 3 minutes. Question answer session is very similar. Okay, let's say in question answer session, how would you start question answer session? First thing, the sentence. Whoever want to note it down, please note it down. I'm repeating. I'm telling you the sentence for to raise question answer session. Please note it down if any one of you want to note it down. The sentence is motion to move into question answer session. Motion to move into question answer session. That sentence alone, I take a motion. That statement alone, please. Sorry, I don't get it. Okay. Motion to move into question answer session with the delegate of. Okay, see, I've typed it out. Okay, how do you raise a question answer session? So you will say motion to move into question answer session with the delegate of, let's say any delegate, let's say Pakistan. So motion to move into question answer session with the delegate of Pakistan for the total time maximum of 10 minutes. You can choose anything: 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, up to 10 minute. You can choose any time. Motion to move into question answer session with the delegate of your choice of delegate for the total time, your choice, how much time you want, for a total number of question being maximum 10 questions. So what happens in question answer session is, let's say I'm participating, other people are participating. I want to ask few questions from, let's say, delegate of Pakistan over something. Okay, so what I'll say is, I'll raise my placards. I'll say motion to move into question answer session with the delegate of Pakistan for the total time being 8 minutes, total number of questions being 8, okay, or 10 or 5. Okay, so total questions that you can ask is 10, total time that you can take is 10. Okay, you can change it accordingly. uh, if other delegate, you ask 10 questions. Okay, so you will be marked upon your ability to ask questions, how good questions you asked and how important those questions were. If you are asking a question and that person is not answering, you don't have to worry about it. You asked your question. If that person is not answering, it's his or her part. Okay, so the chair will mark you guys accordingly. There is 2 3 ways to respond to a question. Like someone asked me a question, so there are 2 3 ways how you can respond to that question. Suppose someone asked me a question, if I know the answer, I'll give it right away. Okay, right away I'll answer. Okay, if I don't know the answer, so I'll reply via chit. Okay, so I will answer later. And the third is, I won't answer, like I refuse to answer. That's it. 3 ways to respond to a question. Cool. Everyone clear with question answer session? Is dress code compulsory? Like if you want to follow it, like it just looks good. uh if there's some reason that you can't follow the dress code, no issues. Like, but yeah, in the committees, dress code is important. Like if there's some kind of traditional dress that you don't have, just don't go and start spending your money and everything. If you have it, just wear that. If you don't have it, that's the another thing. Okay, so also talk to the coordinator or your teacher once about okay. Okay, motion to challenge statement alone, write it down. Okay, I'm saying write it down. Motion to challenge the delegate of, motion to challenge the delegate of, write it down. You're writing. I'm repeating once again. Motion to challenge the delegate of, bracket में write country, whoever you want to challenge, over, over, again bracket, topic, on whatever topic you want to challenge. Okay, right. Motion to challenge the delegate of country over topic, on whatever topic you want to challenge for the time duration of 3 minutes. 3 minutes is the maximum time duration you can challenge. Okay, so the complete sentence is motion to challenge the delegate of over the topic for the maximum time duration of whatever time you would like to challenge, but it should be maximum of 3 minutes only. Okay, challenges and question, everyone clear? Question and answer session is only between myself and the delegate I have chosen. Yes. Can other delegates also ask the question to the delegate which I have chosen? No. If they want to question that particular delegate, they need to like ask raise another motion of question and answer session. Okay. What is the dress code? It's in your brochure. Please go through that. How the program goes to start and end. We'll do it end mein. We'll discuss it in the end. Um, so traditional dresses code is the first day should we wear. I'm not very sure about it. Please ask your teachers or coordinator about the dress code and everything. Okay. Answer via chit method is very simple. Let's say you asked me a question, I don't know the answer right away. I'll say I'll answer via chit. What how I'm going to answer via chit? So later when I'll answer, I'll take a paper. You guys are going to get your notepads. Okay. So just tier one paper, write answer to delegate whoever asked you the question. Let's say USA asked question from you. You write answer to delegate USA. Okay, and write your answer for his or her question and just give it to that person. Okay, how cheats are going to be written, kinds of cheat, and how cheats are going to be written, your chairperson is going to explain you that in the committee before starting the conference. Okay, so you will be very much clear there. Only you will get it cleared that what is chit and how you write the chits. Okay, what is semi formal, sir? Please ask your teachers like what kind of semi formal they are expecting, teachers or organ, organizers. Okay, challenge and questions, is everyone clear with challenge and question? Please reply fast, we need to move fast, like we are lagging behind. Answering via chit, I just explained answering via chit. And if you think that there is something that's missing, like I have already explained, and if you didn't understand that, please refer to the videos. Okay, hello. Okay, let's start with, okay, now debates. Okay, what we mentioned earlier was challenges. Okay, now it's 1 for 1 against 2 for 2 against, is kind of a challenge only, but little different. Okay, you are asking me now like 2 person can challenge 2 person or not, or something like that. So what we do, one more thing is there, what we do is 1v1 2v2. Okay, if your chair allows, you can also do 3v3, but 1v1 and 2v2 is allowed, it's allowed by default. If your chair allows, you can do 3v3 also. Okay, so what is this? In the case of difference in stands between the delegates of the committee, a delegate may rise. Note this, note this sentence down, note down. Okay, yeah, you can refer to your devices if you don't know the answer. You can refer to your devices anytime. Just don't use Wikipedia ke answers. Okay, don't use Wikipedia's answer. Okay, okay, note down that sentence, note down that sentence that I'm telling you for 1v1 2v2 and 3v3. Note down. Okay, so the sentence is motion for 1 for 1 against with the delegate of, every request is raised by motion, so that thing is so similar everywhere. That is motion for 1v1 against delegates name names for the period of maximum 3 minutes. Okay, 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 okay. Let's see. This is how you raise the motion for 1v1 or 2v2. Now the see here, see, when it's 1v1, okay, let's say I am challenging someone for 1v1. I'm USA. I'll generally challenge motion for 1v1 against Iran for the period of 3 minutes. When you do, how to prepare my GSL, what are the important things, we already discussed this yesterday. Please refer to the videos that we have uploaded yesterday and day before yesterday. If we'll get time, we will discuss it today also. So please just let me complete the ROPs first. So suppose I challenge someone, I challenge Iran, I'm delegate of USA. So I'll say motion for 1v1 against Iran for maximum period of 3 minutes. Now you'll ask me what's the difference between challenges and 1v1, right? You all are like here with me. You will ask now what's difference between challenges and 1v1 and 2v2. So in challenges, you remember it has to be very functional. You will speak for 1 minute, I'll speak for 1 minute, you will conclude for 30 seconds, I'll conclude for 30 seconds. That's how we did challenges. But in 1v1 or 2v2, what is the most fun part is you can interrupt. Okay, if I'm saying something, you can interrupt. Okay, it's kind of an open floor debate. Anyone can interrupt. Okay, not anyone, the people who are involved can interrupt this for the maximum time that's been allotted. Let's say in this case it's allotted for 3 minutes. So for 3 minutes you all can interrupt. We can bring mobile. Yes, you can bring your mobile if your school allows. Okay, I don't know your school allows mobile phones in the classrooms or not, but if the school allows, you can bring your mobile phone. Okay, so everyone clear what is challenges and what is 1v1, 2v2 and 3v3? Okay, okay, great. Next is joint statement. Next is joint statement. Okay, okay, so in next 5 minutes we are going to start paperwork. In next 5 minutes we are going to start paperwork. Okay, paperwork is important. So if you guys have any WhatsApp group or your friends who have not joined today, okay, just drop one text in the groups so that they can join it. Paperwork is important. Okay, paperwork is important. Okay, so let's see what is joint statement. If it is possible for two nations to get together and jointly state their position on a relevant subject, if the statement is not pertain to a current agenda, the chairperson may declare it void throughout the committee. A joint statement may be made at any time. Very simple. See, I am, let's say you are delegate of Iran, I am delegate of any country, Pakistan, India, or anyone, or you are delegate of Israel, I'm delegate of USA. There is something which we both agree to. Okay, see how it says, for two nations to get together and jointly state their position. If your position on something, if your position on one thing and my position on the very same agenda is same, like we think same, like we hold same position, we hold like similar thinking on that particular statement. Okay, what we will do is we'll pass a joint statement. Okay, we will pass one joint statement. In that statement we will state how we pass the joint statement. All the formats for joint statement, presidential statement, and other cheats, substantial cheats, everything your chair is going to tell you before starting the conference. So don't ask format of the statements from me. Yet I'm telling you how to write joint statement. You write in the middle of the page, you write joint statement, underline it. You write your conference name, that is Montfort MUN 2026. You again underline it. And then from the left side of the page, you start writing that we, delegate of, let's say Iran and Pakistan or USA and Israel are jointly passing a statement, then you write your statement, your points on any agenda, or your views on any agenda, or your position on any agenda that you want to let other people know. Okay, you will write it down, you both will sign it, and you will submit it to chair. You will read it out aloud after getting permission from the chair, and you will submit it to chair. um have you ever heard joint statements before in news or somewhere? Any one of you who knows what is joint statement, or have heard about joint statement in news or other places before? Okay, so what is joint statement is basically is when two nations agrees on something, and they want for the rest of the world to know that their position is similar, or their what their position is on certain matter, they publish a joint statement. Similarly, for TNLA guys, for guys who are doing TNLA, for who are participating into TNLA, they can publish joint statement between two political parties or political figure. Okay, yeah, like India and China, like USA and Israel. Any two countries can come together and pass a joint statement. Okay, got it? Any questions in joint statements? Any questions in joint statement, if any part that you have not got? No, it's like a deal, it's like understanding pact. Have you ever heard like someone is signing pact with someone? Position paper, we are position paper you will submit before starting the conference. Like first day of the conference, like when the committee will start, I don't know, it's the first or second day when the committee will start. Before taking your places, you will submit your position paper to chair. Okay. Okay, now let's move forward to presidential statement. Everyone clear with joint statement? Are you guys clear what is joint statement? Sentence, what sentence? What sentence, sir? Your position papers can be submitted via mail or in the printed format. It completely depends on your chairperson how he or she wants it. Okay, we are coming to working paper and draft resolution. As of now, let's finish things first. We'll start working paper today. So that's why I'm asking you guys, if you have any group, your friends are not here who are participating, just send them the links so that they can attend this and know what is papers. Okay, we delegate of your whatever your portfolio is, let's say USA and Israel, would like to pass a joint statement, or would like to publish a joint statement in regards with, and whatever your statement is, just write it down and submit it. Don't worry about these statements. Your chair is going to tell you what to write, what not to write, your like formats and everything. Your chair is going to tell you. Okay, I'm just giving you an overview of what all things are there. Your chair is going to tell you everything. Yeah, your position paper, you need to prepare it at home only. Okay, next is presidential statement. A delegate may deliver a presidential statement anytime during the committee proceeding where they act as a head of the state who is speaking to the council. This will enable him or her to clearly state whether they stand on a given subject. A mandatory yield to question, maximum of 3 questions, follows this. A total of 2 may be made throughout the conference. There is the time restriction of a maximum of 5 minutes on as per the discretion of the chair. See, what is presidential statement? Avoid talking among yourself while the committee is in session. If you want to talk, just write it on a paper and pass it among yourself. Don't talk and disturb the committee. To discuss matters like joint statement and everything, when you will get unmoderated caucus. You remember unmoderated caucus we were talking about? when the committee is not being moderated, those times has to be realized for the matters like these. Okay. Okay, next one, presidential statement. It's important, guys. Please, like, focus. Okay. Always remember presidents of the countries, like the various countries. President of USA, president of China, president of Russia, president of France, president of any country. In our case, prime minister of India, prime minister of Pakistan, or the countries who follow prime ministerial mm, format. So head of the state, presidential statement means head of the state. Okay. 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 Presidential statement means statement from head of the state. How to give presidential statement? If you want to give presidential statement, just ask your chair. Okay. Just ask your chair that you want to give a presidential statement. If your chair allows, and it's mandatory to be allowed, you cannot be like stopped from giving a presidential statement. No, TNLA don't have presidential statement. Presidential statements are for, like, what I'll tell you, for UN committees. In TNLA there are joint statements, okay, and party press release. Okay. When we are in UN committees, you act as the head of the state and give one statement. But when you are in TNLA, you act as head of a political party, okay, and you release party press release, okay, not presidential statement. Got it? People who are participating into TNLA, clear? Clear, everyone? Okay. Okay. So let's see how to pass presidential statement. If I have to pass a presidential statement, I'll ask my chair that you want to pass a presidential statement. Your chair will allow you. If not right now, he or she will allow you, like he'll give you time. Okay, after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, after this, after that, you can pass your presidential statement. You will write your presidential statement in a paper. You cannot just read it out. Okay. It's not like that you will just say your presidential statement and it's over. No, you have to write your presidential statement in a paper. You will come forward in front of everyone, like in front of the committee. You will read it out aloud. And what is presidential statement? Let's say when I give presidential statement and I'm representing delegate of France, so I will be acting as the head of the state, like president of France. So as a president of France, I'll be reading that statement out aloud. Okay. Got it? When you give your presidential statements, there will be maximum of 5 questions that will be asked from you. Okay. Anyone can ask that question. Your fellow delegates, your chairperson, anyone can ask that question. 5 questions, maximum of 5 questions can be asked from you whenever you pass a presidential statement. Okay, let's say I'm giving my presidential statement right now. If you want to ask question, ask me 5 questions. That's it. If that 5 question is not asked right now, later on people can ask me only 2 questions. Like if right now you are not going to ask me question, later on only 2 questions. Okay. Regarding the presidential statement, everyone is clear what is presidential statement? Just tell me if you have like difficulty understanding any part of it. And what about party press release? Party press release is very similar. Let's say that there is this party. Let's say we'll name it. Will not name any real party here in the session, but let's say if there is this party ABC. So ABC party decides something. Okay. So head of the party can step ahead and they can submit a press release, party press release, to the chairperson, and they can say like, this is the statement we are passing out for the people of the nation. Okay. We can go out. Yes, you can go out. Just ask for personal privileges and go out. Okay. So we are starting with paperwork, as I mentioned earlier, and yesterday only. Yes, chits are allowed throughout the committee. So as I mentioned earlier, we are going to take some extra time today. So just hold for a few more minutes. We are starting with paperwork. Any more people are joining, or should I start? Yes, presidential statement is like acting as a head of the state. You have to pass a statement that what a head of the state would have done in this matter. Like don't enact your head of the state. Think like you are the head of the state and pass one statement. That's presidential statement. Okay, we will finish everything before 8:30. Don't worry. Any more people are joining? No. Okay, just tell them to watch the video. Okay. Dress codes and everything, please ask your organization. Okay, let's start with paperwork. First is working paper. Okay, it's important. Okay, so please pay attention little bit. Okay, so first is working paper. So working paper are a type of paperwork that highlights the committee's views on a particular subtopic of the agenda discussed. They provide an understanding into the current stance of a committee on the specific subtopic. Working papers are required to be approved by the chairperson, after which it shall put through an informal vote or simple majority. If a working paper is passed, then it is mandatory for it to be integrated in the resolution. Okay. Okay, you can ask in the group for people if anyone wants to join or anything. We are continuing. Okay, so what is working paper? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so what is working paper? Working paper is a type of paper, like type of a official paper. Okay, one more thing. Format of the working paper. Your chair is going to tell you the format of the working paper. Okay, before starting the conference, your chairperson will tell you the format of every paper, working paper, chits, resolution paper, and everything. Let's focus on what is working paper. So working paper are a type of paperwork that highlights the committee's views on a particular subtopic or sub agenda. You remember when we were talking about moderated caucus, when we were talking about moderated caucus, we talked about we talked about sub agendas though that you guys are going to raise, right? Remember everyone, in moderated caucus we talked about the sub agendas that we are going to raise. So working paper is about sub agendas. Okay. Okay, so let's say how we make working paper. In working paper, let's say you guys can make working paper. So how we make working paper? Suppose you raised a moderated caucus, a sub agenda is a moderated caucus, and you want that sub agendas to be highlighted in the final resolution of the conference or the committee. So you will make a working paper. In that working paper, you will write sub agenda, your sub agenda that you have already raised in your moderated caucus, and you will also write down views of the committee. It's not mandatory that every person should take part in that working paper, like five of you, six of you, your block, your group, or the people. No, not like ppt. It will be a plain simple A4 paper. Okay, in which you are going to write all kinds of paper. Okay, one more important thing, all the paperwork, working paper, resolution, amendments, whatever you guys are going to do, it will be done in a blank A4 size white paper, or online. If you are going to do it electronically, digitally, you will do it in the Word file. Okay, so working paper is basically, you will write working paper, underline it. I'm telling you the format. Okay, working paper, underline it, Montfort MUN 2026, underline it, write subtopic, any subtopic that you have already discussed into moderated caucus. Write the subtopic and write the point, like views of the views on that particular sub agenda. Views, like give pointers and write what do you think about that sub agenda. Okay, your views, or you have to collectively think here. Okay, collectively think here. Don't think it like ki, okay, don't take it like that it's your personal view. When you are writing a working paper, that has to be collectively written. Okay, always go for collectively written. Position papers will be submitted before the conference. Before the conference. Okay, resolution will be written in a group, in a block. No individual can write a resolution. Now listen, working paper. Okay, so working paper, you will collectively write your views on any subtopic that you have already discussed. Suppose you have completed your working paper. To pass that working paper, you will take it to a chairperson, your chairperson. You will read it out. Okay, and an informal voting will be done. You remember formal voting and informal voting? Format is working paper, underline Montfort MUN 2026, underline, and start from left side of the paper. Okay, start writing it. Okay, if any additional things you might require in the working paper, your chairperson will tell you. Don't worry about the formats, it will be provided. Okay, once the working paper is complete, it will be passed via informal voting, the voting which only requires clear majority, that is 50% of the committee strength. Okay, if the working paper is passed, if the working paper is passed, okay, if the working paper is passed, that working paper needs to be included in the final resolution of the committee. Okay, got it? There are no specific numbers of authors in the working paper. Okay, uh, format of the working paper and other papers your chairs will tell you. Answer my question. What is your question, sir? Presidential statement, please repeat, like watch the video, you can fast forward it and you can watch it. We are already like over time, so okay. Okay, let's move ahead to resolution. Resolution is the most important part. Yeah, resolution has authors. Working paper has no fixed number of authors or anything. Suppose I'm passing a working paper. Working paper is something like one can pass, other can support. Doesn't matter. Working paper, we pass it just to make sure that that particular sub agenda has to be there in the final resolution. Okay. IPC member needs to join the group. Member are asking IPC member. What about which group? What group? I don't know anything about any group. IPC member has their separate thing. Don't worry about IPC members. IPC is the very separate thing. Okay. Your chair will tell you how he or she is going to accept your working paper or resolution paper, either written in a paper or typed in a word. They are going to tell you. I'm not the right person to answer that. Okay, I'm just here to tell you what is what. Next is resolution, guys. Okay, in the WhatsApp groups, if you have any group and every other thing, I was telling you to just type in that group that we are starting with paper works, and that's the important part. So if anyone wants to join, can join. Okay, thank you if you have told. Okay, let's start with resolution, guys. Focus thoda. Okay, a little bit. So a resolution is the solution of the entire agenda. Listen, a resolution is the solution to the entire agenda. It is mandatory to integrate the points of the working paper, as we mentioned. So it is mandatory to integrate the points of working papers that have been passed. The chairperson must approve and sign on the resolution before it is introduced to the committee. The voting to the introduction of the resolution shall be done through formal voting. Okay. First, understand what is working paper. Working paper is the final solution to a particular agenda. Okay. Like if my committee is UNSC or UNGA and we are discussing about Iran and Israel crisis, or USA or Iran crisis, or the nuclear crisis between United States of America and Iran, or let's say the committee is UNCSW, we are talking about uh, girl child trafficking, human trafficking. Okay, so in resolution, When we conclude the committee after all the debate, discussion, question, answers, everything, agendas, sub agendas, we write solutions in our resolution. Okay, we write solutions. So in resolutions, when we are writing solution, the final thing where we write solution is what we call resolution. Okay, format is very similar. Resolution, LS Montfort MUN 2026. Your committee, let's say if it's UNCSW, you will write UNCSW, and you will start writing your resolution. Fill it for me. Okay. Okay, resolution is the last thing of the conference, last thing of the committee. Okay, you write your resolution and you conclude your committee. That's how we conclude the committee. It's the solution writing part. Okay, let's see what is resolution, how to write resolutions. Okay, what is resolution? Everyone is clear. Okay, everyone is clear. Just give me an yes. Just give me one yes. Yeah, resolution has to be written in the conference. You cannot write it at home and bring it here. It has to be written in the conference on the paper approved by the chair. Or if you are writing it on the Word doc, you have to get it verified by your chair that you are writing it there. Okay, so let me just finish the resolution and all other things. If you can sit with me, after that I'll explain all your doubts. Okay, for now let's just focus on resolution. Okay, so everyone is clear what is resolution. Let's focus how we write the resolution. Okay, so first thing is we have authors. Okay, an author is someone who drafts, organizes, and comes up with the idea for the resolution. He or she must be abide by the resolution. Okay, let's say that I we are writing a resolution and I want to be the author of it. So there can be maximum of 3 authors. Okay, 3 authors to one resolution. Okay, 3 authors to one resolution. Okay, the numbers of the author in one resolution can be increased or decreased by your chair, but when we say 3 authors, there has to be 3 authors. Okay, it can be less also if your chair approves. Okay, so there will be 3 authors, and then there are co-authors. Yeah, working paper and resolution, position paper, everything, the format will be given by your chair. Okay, so there is this co-author, also known as signatories. Okay, so who are authors are like, I am writing the resolution, so I am the author. Someone is writing the resolution with me, so he or she is author. So maximum of 3 authors has to be there. Okay, so there can be 3 authors. If your chair allows, there can be less authors also, or like maximum of 3 authors, not more than 3 authors. Okay, so author is someone who writes the paper, who organizes the paper, and in the end who is going to read out the paper. Okay, resolution paper is author. Okay, if you are author of any position paper, you have to abide by everything that is written in the author, sorry, in the resolution paper. You cannot be like you cannot have a different stance while committee was running, and now all of the sudden you can write something else in the position paper, sorry, in the resolution paper, and you can be author of it. No, you have to take your stance to your resolution paper. Okay, whatever is written in the resolution paper, and if you are author of it, you have to abide by it. Okay, let's focus on signatories. Signatories agree merely to the discussion of the resolution in the council and are free to cast their votes however they see fit. The resolution must have a minimum of 3 signatories. Okay, now see, signatories. Okay, what are signatories? Signatories are, let's say I'm drafting a resolution and for to seek support. Okay, you see now MLAs and MPs before the voting, like before the election, they goes to their local ward area and then ask people to vote. Here, there can be more than one authors in drafting a resolution. There can be multiple resolution in one committee. Okay, depends which resolution passes. Okay, now being an author of one resolution, I cannot vote for another. Like I cannot vote agree to another resolution, and another resolution author cannot agree to my resolution. Like cannot vote agree in my resolution. Getting my point, right? So there can be multiple, there can be maximum of 3 authors, okay, and there can be multiple resolutions in the committee. Signatories are the people who merely agree with whatever is written in the resolution. They are though free to cast their vote, but they have to vote. If you are signatory, you cannot abstain. You have to vote. Okay, you have to vote. If you are author, that means you are agreeing to the resolution. If you are signatories, means you have to cast your vote. You cannot abstain by it. Okay, you cannot abstain from voting. You have to cast your vote. Okay, for one resolution it is mandatory to have minimum of 3 signatories. Okay, if your resolution paper doesn't have 3 signatories, that means it is not going under voting process. Okay, format will be given by your chair. Okay, now let's focus how voting for resolution works. For all other things in the committee, everything, working paper, motion, challenge, 1v1, debate, question answer session, what we did, what kind of voting we did? Tell me guys. Type it out fast. What kind of voting we did? Maximum number of author is 3. Maximum number of author is 3. Minimum number of signatories is 3. If you have less than 3 signatories, your resolution is not going into voting. All delegate makes one resolution paper, that works. Okay, so as of now, for everything we have followed informal method, informal voting. Okay, now to pass a resolution we undergo formal voting. Got it? We undergo formal voting. That voting of 3 rounds. If you remember, if you don't remember, watch the first video. Okay, session 1. Got it? If one resolution passes, okay, and resolution, let's suppose if there are multiple resolutions, if there are multiple resolutions, first resolution, the resolution which is coming for voting first, okay, it's on the first come service. If chair will give you time to write resolutions, okay, after that the first resolution which is coming for voting will be considered first for voting. If say that 2 resolutions comes at one time or in the difference of, let's say, merely 30 seconds or 1 minute, then we will count number of signatories. The resolution paper which has maximum number of signatories will enter into voting first. Okay, if one resolution passes, by default all other resolutions is null and void. Okay, if all delegate makes different position paper, resolution paper, that doesn't make sense, no? That doesn't make sense. You need to form, because resolution paper is not like, it's not one person thing. It's like you have to think in a group, you have to think in a block. You cannot find solution or you cannot solve a problem alone, you know that, right? So you have to be in a group, in a block, you have to come together. That's the purpose of an MUN. That's the purpose of committee. That's the purpose of a meeting. You are coming together and finding one resolution. Am I right? So you have to be in a group. That's why we are saying if there are 3 authors, maximum of 3 authors, it can be 1, 2 or 3 authors, the number of maximum authors can be increased by your chair, depends on him or her, but there has to be maximum of 3 signatories. And one more thing, if you are signatory of one position paper, or sorry, one resolution paper, you can be signatory of another resolution paper. Like I can be signatory of this resolution paper, I can be signatory of this resolution paper, but I cannot be author of any. Okay, I cannot be author of any. Got it? So if there is a resolution paper who wants to enter into the round of voting, okay, it needs three signatories, and signatories cannot be author of any more resolution paper. No, signatories cannot be authors. Okay, authors cannot be signatories, signatories cannot be author. You cannot author more than one position paper. You can't do it like I'm author of this also, I'm author of this resolution also. No, you cannot be author of more than one resolution paper, but you can be signatories of more than one resolution paper. Got it? And the voting to pass the resolution paper, voting format to pass the resolution paper is formal. 3 rounds of voting. If you don't know what is formal voting system, refer to video 1 from session 1. Okay. Okay. So here we are done with everything in ROPs. Okay. We have completed our ROPs. Now, people who are participating into TNLA, okay, you guys will not do resolutions. You guys will do amendments. Okay. Or you can do resolution completely based on like what your chair wants, but you can do amendments. So amendments are very similar. Amendments are very similar to what resolution is. It's just that, proposing a law and amending a law, you know the difference, right? Proposing a law means making new law, and amending a law means already existing law ko we are amending, we are changing some parts of it. So in Indian committees, we mostly do amendments, not resolution. Rest everything is same. Every format is same, writing style is same, everything is same. Can UNSC have amendments? Ask your chair about it if he or she wants it or not. UNSC doesn't have amendments though. No. Okay. Amendments are something that is generally ignored. Okay. It's how many of you know what AIPPM is? AIPPM. How many of you know what AIPPM is? Any one of you know what AIPPM is? Okay, I got one yes. Anyone else knows what is AIPPM? So in AIPPM, it's All India Political Party Meet. It's another format. Okay, it's another format. Okay, it's another format of the conference. So in All India Political Party Meet, we do amendments. Okay, in rest of it, we do resolutions and working paper and position paper and all other stuff. So here we are. We completed every part of the ROP. Those who wants to drop can drop. Those who have questions, let's start with questions. Guys, go ahead. Start your doubts. Start asking your doubts, and I'll see what I can take. If AIPPM is not there in your conference, don't worry. You don't need to know what is AIPPM as of now. If there is another conference happening in your city, in another school, or anywhere else, if AIPPM is there, then worry about what AIPPM is. AIPPM is basically very similar to Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. It's like you know Lok Sabha, right? You know Rajya Sabha, right? Come together, like came together. All the political parties in Rajya Sabha, MPs, MLAs, Chief Minister, Prime Minister, everyone sits together over one agenda is what we called AIPPM. Okay. How to prepare my GSL? What are the important things? Okay. GSL. In GSL, you have to introduce your portfolio. Okay. You have to introduce your portfolio. your stance on particular agenda, okay, and your position on the particular agenda, the agenda which is going to be discussed. That's your GSL. Sir, is working paper done during unmod? You can do your working paper between the committees during the unmod whenever you want to, okay. Intro part, introduce about your portfolio. Okay, let's see another question. So what will happen on opening ceremony? Opening ceremony, as the name suggests, the conference will open. Like there will be some functions. Okay, I'm not very sure, okay, how your school is going to do it. But in opening ceremony, there are mostly guests come, you guys sit, and some speeches, some cultural event, and you open the conference, which is basically cultural events happen on opening day. And you also get to meet your executive board member who is going to preside your committee next day. You get to meet your fellow delegates who are participating. Opening day is all about that. Okay, working paper we have discussed. Say how the program starts and end. Okay, program starts with session 1. Let's say if I'm your EB, okay, if I am your EB, so first I'll make you go through the ROPs that we are doing from last 3 days. Okay, your chair is going to explain it once more, like in very short manner in the committee. Okay, so first we'll do ROPs, then attendance, then he'll collect your position paper, then we'll start with GSLs. Okay, as soon as the GSL complete, he'll call the floor for moderated caucus. You will raise the subtopics. Moderated caucus will happen. After the moderated caucus, the second moderated caucus will come. Between the moderated caucus, you can go for challenges, debates, 1v1, 2v2, and similarly. Okay. When all of the things are going in middle of it, you can also write your position paper and everything. And on the third day, we work on our resolution paper, okay, and we conclude the committee. Okay. Okay, intro part. Can you tell the format of the position paper? Format of the position paper, please ask your chairperson, no? Ask Tejal. Okay, I think you guys are in touch with Tejal Davre, if I'm not wrong. Okay, ask your ask your ask Tejal or your school, your teachers, or the organization to get you in touch with your executive board member, like your chairperson, and ask your chairperson for the format of the position paper. Okay, what is stance? Stance is position, like how, where do I stand on a particular agenda. Like let's say that there's a war going on between USA and Iran, or Israel and Iran. What's the stance of India? We hold a neutral stance. We neither support Israel or USA. We neither support openly Iran. So that's the stance. Time for GSL is 90 seconds. The statement to raise a motion. The statement to raise a motion. Raise a motion, what kind of motion? Motion is basically request. There's no statement to raise a motion. Moderated caucus, the statement to raise motion, type and give. Okay. Okay, let's say. Uh, Sit. Okay. Okay, I'm giving you. Wait. Like to raise a moderated caucus, you don't need a motion, like any statement to raise a moderated caucus. Your chair is going to ask you to raise a moderated caucus. Okay. No, chair is not chosen by Montfort school teachers. Chairs are independent individual who have good number of experience in similar conferences. They are chosen from the side of EdExcursion, the organization who are conducting MUN in Montfort school. Okay, there's no role of Montfort school in choosing chairpersons. Okay, we are choosing chairperson as a member of EdExcursion. We are choosing chairpersons. Okay, to raise moderated caucus, write down, write down fast. Motion to open a moderated caucus to discuss subtopic. In bracket, write down subtopic. Subtopic, you will decide. For the total time length, maximum of 10 minutes. Time length, maximum of 10 minutes, cannot be more than 10 minutes. For the maximum of 10 minutes, and time per speaker, maximum of 1 minute. Okay, got it? Clear? Clear? Clear, guys? Repeat signatories just once more. Signatories are the people who barely like agree. Motion to open a moderated caucus. Caucus ka spelling is CAUCUS. Motion to open a moderated caucus. CAUCUS. On the subtopic, motion to open a moderated caucus on the subtopic for the maximum time being 10 minutes and time per speaker 1 minute max. I've already typed it, don't worry. Copy it down from there. Okay. What we were talking signatories. Signatories are the people who approve the, let's say I'm writing a resolution. Okay, I need maximum of 3 signatories to sign my resolution so that my resolution can enter into the round of voting. What should you do in intro speech? In intro speech, explain about your portfolio. Okay, what is your portfolio? Like let's say you are representing USA, so explain the stance, explain the position of USA on the given agenda, and how you are looking forward to resolve any issues that is occurring. Okay, it has to be aligned from the agenda that you are going to discuss in the conference. Yeah, GSL and intro speech are the same. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay, if you don't have any questions, let's conclude. Okay, conclude. If you still have any doubt, okay, today is Wednesday. I think you are going to start. I think you are going to start your conference from Friday. Friday will be your opening ceremony, Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So, all the best for your conference. The tips that I'm going to give you is speak, take part. Don't just sit idle in your committee. Can I use AI after verification of data during committee? You can use AI for the verification of the data, but AI isn't going to verify your data for you. AI is also going to verify it from any source. Okay. So if you feel that any data is incorrect, always quote that source instead of quoting AI. Got it? Okay. Okay. So don't just sit idle. Always take part. Ask questions. Ask valid questions. Okay. Take note of what your counterpart is saying. Let's say, I'm giving an example. Let's say if I'm India and Pakistan is saying something, so that's counterpart. Okay. If I'm USA, I have to focus on what Russia is saying, what China is saying, what Iran is saying. Okay. So always note down what your counterparts are saying. Try to question them. Try to raise inquiries on their data. Okay. Feel like you are in the skin of your portfolio. Okay. If you have been allotted like USA, Iran, Israel, Iraq, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Africa, Brazil, anything, think like you are in the skin of that particular portfolio. Think if you are a Brazilian, if you are in Pakistan, if you are a Bangladeshi, if you are a person from USA or UK or anywhere in the world, how you are going to defend your nation as well as represent your nation. Be in the skin of your portfolio. Think like that and prepare for it. Okay. Can you send you what do you want? Mahalakshmi, what do you want? Okay, see, I cannot give you any notes. Okay, that would be unfair with the people who are not here. I'm not going to give you any note or anything. I've given you the links. Go through the chat, find the links, copy paste it, go through the websites. Okay, read it, read the resolution that are already there, read the articles associated with your committees, read, like read about the incidents that are happening, follow major news channels like BBC, CNN, the Hindu. Okay. Okay, don't rely on your local newspaper articles. Okay, don't rely on that. Go for major news channels, credible news channels, BBC, CNN, Hindu, so many others are there. Okay, so take articles from there, read authors what they have to say on that particular stance. Okay. Okay, anything that you want to know, anything else, or should we end this? It's no insults, please, no insults, no insults, no quint, no aaj tak. Anyone else, any more question, guys? Okay, so like I think you guys will be introduced to your chairs by tomorrow. If you have not already been introduced, you guys will get your chairs by tomorrow. If not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, for sure you are going to meet them. So if you have any doubt, ask them. If you still feel to connect with me, okay, you can drop the comment in these videos ka comment section. I'll try to reply. If not, ask Tejal for my contact and just drop one mail or one message and I'll try to help you out. Okay, what should be in the intro speech? Intro speech is GSL, but like you need to introduce your portfolio there, stance of position of your portfolio and the solution you seem like you want to work on should be there in your intro speech. Okay, make your intro speech powerful, impactious, like it should leave an impact. Okay. Okay, am I clear? Okay, chalo, let's end this here. Thank you everyone for being with me from last 3 days. I hope that I helped you. Okay, chalo, thank you everyone for being part of this, and all the best for your coming conference. Good night. Thank you everyone. Bye. Yes, tell me your question. Tell me your question. Go ahead. Tell me your question. What question you have? Guys, you can drop. Like whoever wants to go can drop. I'm just taking one question, and then we'll end this. Go ahead. Tell me your question. I've already explained in your intro speech. Your intro speech is your GSL. You need to introduce your portfolio. You need to introduce your portfolio. Introduce your portfolio stand or position that your portfolio holds on given agenda and solution you are looking forward to work on. These things should be there in your intro speech. Okay. Okay. Bye bye everyone. Bye. Good night. And all the best for your conference.